Hey kids, I'm Chef Joe, and I've traveled all over the globe in search of great tasting healthy food. Come join me on our food tour of the day, inviting friends while visiting food factories, markets, and eating healthy foods that are good for you. Let's explore healthy cooking together.
Yeah!
La da 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 la da da. Oh, hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Chef Joe's Kitchen. I'm Chef Joe. It's so wonderful for you to be here with me today. Now, as far as my day, I had an unbelievable busy day at the restaurant, which is usual. Mrs. McKenzie came in again. She likes her steak mid-rare, and that's fine. But then she asked for a baked potato. We don't even have baked potatoes on the menu. Well, I made that baked potato, and of course I put a little dash of butter and sour cream, and it was delicious. Well, thank you for joining me on today's show. We got a lot of great things we're going to talk about. And of course, the start of the show, we talk about healthy and delicious foods for you and your body. Today we have a few fruits and vegetables here that we're going to talk about. So let's go through all the kinds of fruits and vegetables that we have today. Today we have the apple. Now, there are very delicious kinds of apples out there. Different colors, different shapes, different sizes. Now we have the green apple, which is a Granny Smith, and that's sort of a tart apple. You would use that in pies and chutneys and stuff like that. Or you could eat it plain if you like the sour taste. Or you could use a red and delicious apple, like this one, which is perfect. Whether you peel the skin or eat the skin on it, it's still a delicious treat and a snack that your parents can cut for you, pack for you, and on you go to school or your friend's house, eating a wonderful, delicious, healthy snack. And apples are packed and loaded with nutritious vitamins and minerals that are perfect for you and your body. Next, we got our oranges. Now, don't have me start about oranges, boys and girls, because if you're not used to having an orange for a snack, you're in for a big treat. Loaded and packed with vitamin C and great things to boost up your immune system to keep you from getting sick and colds. And then we have the carrot. Delicious for juicing. Carrot juice, wonderful different kinds of flavors in carrots. And the carrots are packed up with loaded things to boost your immune system as well. It's a wonderful, sweet, delicious snack that you could dip in your favorite homemade ranch dressing or even some applesauce. That's right. Dipping your carrots in applesauce is a double sweet treat, and all that sweet and goodness is good for your body. Now see, there's different kinds of sugar. There's good sugars, like sugars that come from fruits and vegetables, and then there's the bad sugars that come from candy and chocolate and stuff like that that you really want to stay away from. What you put in your body ultimately will make you big and strong, and we want fresh fruits and vegetables and wholesome snacks for you to eat. Could we have Sally, the artist, draw us a fruit bowl? Wow, that does look good. I can almost see a watermelon in there. Can you spot the watermelon, boys and girls? Watermelon, all these fun, delicious flavors. Thank you, Sally. Today we got a great day for you. And could you draw us one of my other favorite fruits, which is a banana? Bananas are great because you can take them and snack on them at a later time, right? Put them in your school bag, leave them hanging out in the corner, bring them to a friend's house, however. But the banana is great because when you're ready, you'll snap the top, open it up, and eat it. Sally, how about drawing a banana for us? She is good. Great job, thank you. But if you want my favorite treat, that's probably gonna be grapes. I love grapes from all different colors, from red to green and even purple. Sally, can you draw us some grapes? Wow. That looks so delicious, I feel like I want to eat it. Reach my hand through and take some. And grapes are great. Antioxidants and wonderful things and nutritional. Now, I like to take grapes, cut them in half, and eat them as a snack as I go. Put them in my lunch bag and take them for later use. Now, we have a lot of special guests coming here today. Now, one's a singer, one's a dancer. We're going to have a great show for you today, and we're going to talk to those people about what and how it is important to eat healthy, right? Because In order for you to sustain and be a great athlete and run around and play sports or even think and make sure that you have the most intelligent brain, you have to feed yourself and your body with delicious, wholesome fruits and vegetables. And with that being said, another one of my favorite ones, and we talked about, is an apple. Now, I eat an apple a day, and I can tell you that I make wonderful things like applesauce, cut sliced apples, etc. Sally, can you draw us an apple? You can't beat it. An apple is the delicious snack of the day. Now, so we have a couple of guests on the show, but we also have a birthday. A birthday came in today, so let's see a cake. Okay, we're presented with a wonderful cake, and let's all sing happy birthday to you, that special birthday person. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Come on, everyone sing along. Come on, all my fruits and vegetables gather around. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Wonderful. A very, very happy special birthday to you. Well, let's start the show on with our first guest. That sounds like my telephone ring, boys and girls. Who could this be? While I'm expecting guests. Chef Joe's Kitchen. Oh! It's Mr. Burnhouse, the delivery person. Hello, Mr. Burnhouse. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Well, today the kids and I are talking about carrots, apples, and oranges. Apples are my favorite. Sure. Oh, a mystery basket has arrived. Wonderful news. Well, hold on a second. Let me check it out. Mr. Burnhouse says we have a mystery food basket that's arrived. It's at the front door. Let me grab it. I have it, Mr. Burnhouse. Thank you so much. Oh, you too. Have a great day now. Let's sit down and see what our mystery basket is today, boys and girls. Can you guess what it might be? Oh, I'm so excited to see what's in our mystery basket for today. I love these mystery baskets. You never know what you're going to get. Okay. Oh boy, this looks like a treat. Well, as far as the vegetables, we have parsley. This looks like fresh parsley. Have you ever had fresh parsley before? It's really beautiful. It's great in salads, potato salad, macaroni salad. It's great as a garnish, or even just picked up and eaten the way it is. Green, leafy vegetables are important for your strength and intelligence, boys and girls. Okay, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and do something with it later tonight for dinner. Oh, one of my favorite snacks, raisins, a bag of raisins. Now, raisins come in a whole variety of different colors, right? I've had red raisins, I've had black raisins, and these are my favorite. They're golden raisins. Have you ever had a golden raisin before, boys and girls? It's a delicious, fun-filled sweet snack, and unlike chocolate and hard candy and everything else that's not good for you, raisins are very, very sweet, and they're very healthy, loaded with iron, fiber, and everything to make you feel and just be yourself, the greatest that you can be. Intelligent, great to take right before a test, I might add. This has given me many, many good grades on my school exams. But nevertheless, they come in boxes. You could put them in bags to go. They're great for your snack and your lunch, or if you're reading a good book or watching this television program. So check them out, golden raisins, and those are going to be the two things for our mystery basket today. I am so happy and delightful, but we have to get ready for our guests coming on right now. Well, That sounds like the doorbell. Let's see who it is. Okay, boys and girls, we have a treat for you today. Two of my friends are coming on board here. Adriana and Joe are here to talk about some of their challenges in their life and the importance of healthy eating. Adriana, Joe, thank you both for coming on the show today. So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you actually need this wheelchair. Tell us your story.
So I was born with hydrocephalus, which is fluid in the brain, and spina bifida, which is a spinal cord injury, along with neurogenic bladder, club feet, hip dysplasia.
So despite all these obstacles that you have, you both still manage to be very, very active.
Yes.
Right now I've watched you play sports, and right, you can tell us a little bit about some of your sports and things that you love to do to stay active. But I guess, and I would assume that a very big part of your routine is eating healthy, right?
Yes.
Fruits and vegetables. So we have some fruits and vegetables that we're talking about on today's show, but what do you like to eat as far as healthy products, and what could you tell the boys and girls at home watching that it might be better to eat one of these fruits and vegetables than open up your favorite bag of chips and hog out for the night?
It is very important, especially if you are athletic. You want to try and keep your body as healthy as possible, to try and keep up with, the sports and everything, like, apples. I like apples, I like to, pair it with, peanut butter. If anybody is allergic to it, peanut-free peanut butter, still the same, very good. Yeah. Okay,
I didn't realize we were talking to a real chef here. So she's talking about the texture of food. She's talking about mixing ingredients. I like that. So an apple with peanut butter, and even those children out there that might have a peanut allergy,
yes,
there is peanut-free
yes,
butters that are out there that are equally. I mean, you put them side to side, and you can't even tell the difference. Mm-hmm. But that's great, apples and peanut butter. And what else? Is there one other snack that you like to take with you on the go? We were talking about raisins before. We had a mystery basket arrive on set, and I was telling the children that you can take a box of raisins, you can put them in a sandwich bag and eat them for lunch. Are raisins in your wheelhouse at all?
Yeah, I like raisins.
Okay, great. Well, we had golden raisins before, and a lot of the boys and girls might have not seen what a golden raisin looks like, because they might be used to the darker raisin, but nevertheless, I like them all, and I'm glad you do too.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show today. We appreciate it. Okay, we also have Joe. Joe and I go back on many TV sets before, and he's agreed to come on the show today. He's an avid basketball player. And Joe, talk to us a little bit about what you got going on, a little bit about the foundation that you belong to, and then we can kind of get into some food.
Sure, Joe. Well, thanks for the invitation.
Sure.
I, like Adriana, was born with spina bifida and hydrocephalus, something you're born with. And basically, hydrocephalus is something that, there's too much fluid in your brain, so you have to put what's called a shunt in your brain to help drain that fluid. And spina bifida is a spinal cord injury, and depending on where it happens, determines what kind of damage is done. And depending on the level on the spinal cord, the higher up, the more damage. Our level happens to be like mid-level, like waist level. So our legs are affected.
Got it. And that, though there are many challenges, I would assume, that doesn't really stop you from trying to do anything.
No. I've been active my whole life. I grew up liking sports. I was never able to play sports as a kid. I didn't really find wheelchair athletics until I went to college, and where I met my first friend with a disability. She literally just put a basketball in my hand and said, "Let's go play some ball. Let's go." And I got to meet the different guys and gals who have disabilities and play sports, get into fitness, get into shape. healthy eating. The healthier you are as a disabled person, the better it is. And through basketball, I was introduced to other games. So currently, I'm playing like 10 different sports.
That's great.
And I was introduced at 18 years old, sorry, and I'm about to be 52. I'm still playing.
That's great. So a message we can give to the boys and girls watching this program now is it doesn't matter how challenged you are, you can still go after your dreams.
If it's in your head and your heart, go for it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Now, we talked about some things today, fruits and vegetables, carrots, apples, and oranges. Which one or any of them might be your favorite, and how important is it to eat healthy like this when not only you're engaging in sports, but just in your mind, right? Doing work and
healthy eating, a carrot, an apple, and an orange. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
That's right.
It's important to keep your cells going in your body and build the muscles and gain those nutrients, especially if you're an athlete like I am. And I'm getting older and I'm playing against guys and gals that are like half my age, who I need to just keep up with them.
Right.
So the healthier I am, the better off. So an apple and orange, I eat this stuff every day. Just to stay in shape and be competitive.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I admire both of you, and I want to thank you for coming on the show and talking to my friends at home about healthy fruits and vegetables and the importance of it. Thank you both. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for the invitation.
Got it. Well, a big thank you to Adriana and Joe for coming on set and explaining to us that despite your physical disabilities sometimes, nothing should ever hold you back of your dreams. We have Mr. Cat is trying to push some pizza on me today for some lunch, and I have decided that I'm going to stick with a more healthier menu today. So, Mr. Cat, thank you so much for your pizza offer, but I think I'm going to go to our circus clown where he's juggling apples because that's what I'll be eating today for lunch. Coming up next, Gail is a singer, and she's going to be singing about her love for food. We're looking forward to hearing her sing, and I hope you do too. Okay, boys and girls, we have an incredible treat for you here today. We're about to introduce Gail. She's a singer, songwriter, vocal artist, and she's here to talk about what healthy foods she likes and foods that help her sing. Gail, thank you for coming on the show with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What is it like being, I'm sure a lot of the boys and girls at home really would like to know or be one day an aspiring singer, right? What goes into something like that?
I've been doing this for over 30 years, and I love it. You have to think of yourself as an athlete to a certain extent because you have to take care of your body. There's no getting away with it. Unless you wanted to sound like, Janis Joplin. But if you wanted to sound like Beyonce and Rihanna and, and Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, you really have to take care of yourself. Hydration is very important. Water is key. Not using any dairy, pretty much. I mean, limiting your dairy, but definitely not using it before you sing. It's the worst thing you could possibly do to yourself. Because when you think about it, dairy builds phlegm, it builds mucus, and it goes through your nose, and then it goes down your throat, and then you're clearing your throat. You have to think of your vocal cords kind of like pipes. They're pipes, and you have to keep them clean and clear. Cheese is a no-no. Anything dry like crackers and pretzels is like really you're putting cardboard in your throat. If you as a singer, you want to have these things other times. That's fine, but again, in moderation. Pizza. I remember I had someone tell me that she went into the recording studio, and I said, well, what did you have? And it didn't go well. And I said, well, what did you have before you went into the recording studio? She goes, I had pizza. I said, that's why it didn't go well.
Right.
Because you're clogging up your pipes, basically.
So you teach people how to become better singers.
Yes.
Right? Now, could you do that with anyone? I mean, could you teach me how to be a great singer?
If you can carry a tune.
If I can carry a tune, right. Maybe I can cook good, I know that.
I could check you out. You can sing Happy Birthday to me and I can tell you.
Yeah, we actually did. We sang Happy Birthday to someone before.
That's the way I could tell right away if someone sings Happy Birthday, whether whether they have potential, whether they're really good, or whether it's just not going to happen. For the most part, I mean, unless you're what they call tone deaf, I think that, a lot of people can sing. They just have to have the confidence and to be willing to do different things and be willing to hear themselves, let's say, on a recording, so that, compared to the, on the piano, so that they know, they can hear the difference. And unfortunately, I've had students that were in choirs, and because they were in choirs, they were doing the harmony, right? You would think that that's a good thing, but when it came to doing the lead part, they didn't know they were always going what they call a third above.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, how important is eating fruits and vegetables and healthy foods in your life?
Well, first of all, I want to lose weight, so it's definitely helpful. I'm not going to lie. When you think about it, vegetables have water in them, a lot of water-based vegetables. I mean, it's clean living. I just found something, it's zucchini that's made like spaghetti. That I've never had that before, and I just used that the other day, and it's fantastic, and it's better than I mean, for me, because I'm staying away from carbs, it's like pasta, but it's zucchini.
Excellent. So out of these three items today, what would you say is your favorite to snack on?
Well, it really depends on the day. Because if I'm making a salad, it's definitely with the carrots. And sometimes I'll do, some apples and oranges. And then if I'm just feeling like I just want to grab something, that's just crunchy and, quick and juicy, I'll do an apple. I do love oranges, but for me to have an orange, it would usually be like, in the morning, because that to me would be more of an energy thing.
Got it. Perfect. Well, we're in for a treat because Gail has agreed to sing a song for us, but I must admit that we got you a little late, but you did say that you were going to write a song
right on the
train.
Yes, I wrote it on the way here.
So Gail, you're going to sing a song for us today. Now, I have to admit, we just kind of threw this on you at the last minute and said, hey, could you sing a song while you're on the show? And you managed to write this on the way here. We're very thankful to hear you sing. How about a couple of tunes?
Sure.
All right, great.
I like salads, I hope you do too. With lots of carrots, they're so good for you. You can eat them cooked or eat them raw. You can even find them in coleslaw. Carrots are a great healthy snack. Oh yes, that is a fact. Oranges and apples are two different fruits. Which one to have is all up to you. Oranges have potassium and vitamin C. They're sweet, nutritious, and juicy. So eat an orange today if you want to keep chugging away. Apples have many varieties. Fuji's are sweet and some are crispy. Good for your lungs and good for your heart. Good for your brain just to keep you smart. Apple juice, apple sauce, baked apples, it's a toss. Have it your way with fruit and vegetables every day.
Wow. Very, very, very beautiful. Excellent.
Thank you.
And to think you just wrote that song.
I just wrote that.
That is amazing.
Yep.
Very
Thank
good
you.
talent, and no dairy right before you sang the song.
No dairy. Don't even eat anything, I would say, at least an hour or two before you go and sing it anywhere.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today
very
and talking
welcome.
about fruits and vegetables and singing for us. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Well, boys and girls, do you hear that? That's Mr. Pig, the sound of him on his motorcycle. He's going to the next location and we're going to join him. He's always on the search for some great healthy food, as we are too. Well, kids, thank you for watching this fun-filled episode of Chef Joe's Kitchen, where we talked about oranges, apples, and carrots. So I hope you continue to eat really healthy food. Thank you so much for joining the program today. And just remember, someone at home loves you very, very, very much. So stay healthy, eat well, and always cook.
Hey kids, I'm Chef Joe, and I've traveled all over the globe in search of great tasting, healthy food. Come join me on our food tour of the day, inviting friends while visiting food factories, markets, and eating healthy foods that are good for you. Let's explore healthy cooking together.
Yeah!